Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. If you're joining us for the first time, I am Nodramamakeupmama because there's no time for drama in a mommy life. I'm just gonna do this video today because I've had a day. Actually, I didn't have a day, I just had kind of a night. But I got myself together, pulled myself together, and we're doing this. So if you looked at my Instagram earlier, the video we're doing today is one palette, one girl, 4 eye looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 different neutral eye looks, one on each eye, using the same palette, and then I'm going to show you how to turn both of those into a different look using extra shadows and of course that. So, and we're going to be using the Tarteist Pro because I believe if you own one palette, this should be the palette you own. That's just my personal opinion. Comment below if you have another favorite. I have other favorites. I'm not saying that this is like the end all be all, but if you're gonna invest in something and only have one palette, this is the palette that I would have because it's all mattes with 16 mattes with 4 shimmer colors, which I think is perfect. So let's just hop right in. First, before I do that, I wanted to mention the giveaway. I did talk about that on my last video. The rules were on that video, so I'm not going to go over a whole lot, but you know, like and subscribe, comment below on the video, because if you just like it, I can't tell who liked it, but you say you have to like and comment. And then I have a Sephora box, and when it gets full, I'm going to send it to whoever wins the giveaway. Follow me on Instagram, you get 2 entries. If you refer somebody and they're like, hey, so-and-so referred me over here, then you will get an extra entry and they will get extra entry as well. So far we have a Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mask that we got in BoxyCharm. We have the Formula 10.0.6 Draw It All Out Skin Detoxing Peel Max with Charcoal and Plum. We have the Briageo from the BoxyCharm because I don't have hair. We have a limited edition Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Glow Watcher. We have a 24 karat gold collagen eye mask. We have an O for Cosmetics, and I can't remember what color this is. Miami Fever, full-size lipstick. We have a Col Lab, one of their new palettes. And we have the Stila Triple Threat Liquid Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows. So that's what's in there right now. Since I'm doing another video, I might as well add some other stuff. So I'm going to put in one of MAC's Velvetie's lip pencils. These are really good if you want one step because it is kind of like a crayon where you can color it in your whole lip and you don't have to use any other product. So these are very nice. This color is in Just Add Romance. It's a true red. It's not super bright, but it's not dark. It's a really good mid-tone red. So that's going in there. And the other thing, because apparently I'm theming it, I'm also going to give away this MAC. This is actually a discontinued color, so this is very special. It's the Cream Sheen Glass by MAC, and it's in the color Double Dare, which is like a true pink. These are great. These are the Cream Sheens from they're actually called lip glasses because they make your lips look like glass. And the thing that I love about these is that they're not sticky at all. Like they glide on this, they look super shiny on, but you don't have that like thing when you go like that and you just have like the strings. Ugh, that's so gross. So let me put this aside. So that's our giveaways. And I'll put the giveaway stuff below as well. But let's just dive right in. So the first thing I'm going to do is the first thing I do anytime I do my eyes. Obviously all the rest of my makeup is done. I'm going to use my MAC Painterly Pot. And I'm going to apply that to my eyelid all the way up to my brow bone. It's important to go all the way to your brow bone. Especially if you're using any kind of transition colors or anything. If you just put your shadow base on just your eyelid, it's going to look crazy. But that, if you can tell, that just really neutralizes any redness, any discoloration. If you tend to get dark circles and your eyes look real hollow, this is just a really good flesh-toned eye primer. And like I said before, you know my issues with wand primers because, you know, you're not using them all. So that is primed. So, Tarteist Pro. I'm going to do the 2 natural looks I'm going to do. One is going to use only 2 shadows. What? And the other other is going to use 3 shadows. So I'm going to show you, the first, they start the same way. I'm going to go into, my palette is beat to heck, guys, and I apologize for that. But I'm going to go into this color right here, which is called Classic. It is a matte, kind of vanilla color. And I'm going to go over my whole eyeball. This is my base color. My all over kind of just helping everything look better color. So the reason I wanted to do one with just 2 eyeshadows is because if you're a mom, or if you know, work early, or you just have a lot of stuff going on, you got a bunch of dogs and you gotta take care of them in the morning, and or you go to the gym and then you have to go to work, and you just want something you can slap on real quick and you're one of those like 10-15 minute makeup girls, I wanted to shout you out and say I feel ya, because that's how I used to do my makeup. And it's actually kind of cool because if you just use 2 colors, what I'm going to show you how to do, is very pretty because it's kind of like a mod look and it looks good on everybody. So that's always good. So I am going to use, for my transition and my only color on my right eye, I'm going to use, if you look, this thing is so broken. I'm going to use this color Innocent. And that's the only other color I'm going to put on this eye. And all I'm doing is using that windshield wiper. I say window washer, and then I'm like, that's not what I mean. I mean windshield wiper. And all this does is push back. If you have any kind of overhang on your lid, it helps push your eye forward while pushing back your brow bone, and it makes your eyes really stand out. So, if you wanted something super basic, I don't like to wear a lot of makeup, but I want to wear a makeup kind of look, that's it. Put a little liner on, a little mascara, and I mean, good to go, right? So, on the other eye, since I'm doing something different, I'm going to use a different transition shade. Oh, and I use my Morphe G24 brush for that because that's like my fave, and I'm going to use it for this one too. For my other eye, I'm going to go in with Bold. No, I'm not. I'm going to go in with Profesh. No, I'm not. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go in with Indie. Haha. And it is kind of like a dusky plum. It's kind of gray. It's just like a gray color. And you know, the thing is too, I learned over time, is that your body chemistry actually reacts with the color in eyeshadow. And that's part of the reason I started using a primer and a base color. Because for some reason, eyeshadows have a tendency to turn brown on me. It's really bad with purples. I don't know if any of the rest of you have ever experienced that, but purples, unless they're like almost blue, look brown on me. It's the strangest thing. I don't understand it. I don't know why. It just is what it is. I learned to live with the burden. But for the longest time, I searched and searched and searched for like a perfect plum color for my eyes because I love purple. I have brown eyes with a little bit of green in them, so like purple is a good color for my eyes. And as you can see, you could do just this on this eye. So those are 2 colors, 2 different eye looks already, but I'm gonna be a little snazzy and add a little something extra. So for this eye, this is if you're like feeling just a little extra for the day. I'm gonna take this Profesh, which is kind of similar to the Indie. It's just a little bit darker, and I'm going to take a flat paddle brush, the MAC 242. I'm going to see which side I put it on. And I'm going to go from the outside corner of my eye and work my way in. Just kind of with a patting motion. And all that's doing is giving my eye a little bit of dimension, darkening up the crease just a little bit. I'm not going to go too far in. And then I'm going to take that brush that I told you about from Catrice that has a little tiny baby head, but is great for under eyes. I'm going to go back in with Indie and just go right under my eye. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a huge fan of putting liner under my eyes. I tend to think it makes your eyes look smaller unless you're doing something really colorful or something editorial or you're wearing lashes. For me, it just doesn't look great, and that's just me. So maybe you love it and girl, work it. But so this is the completed neutral looks. You can tell they're different. One is warmer, one is cooler. Obviously there's a little bit more dimension on the left side because of the 3 colors. General rule, and this is why a lot of times you'll see those little 3 shadow palettes come out and there'll be a medium, light, and dark color. General rule of thumb is you put the medium in your crease, you put the light all over first, then you put the medium in the crease, and then you put the darkness on the outside, and that's just gonna really gonna brighten your eyes up, give you a subtle smoky eye, but that's not too like, hey, look what I did. So that would be it for this. I am gonna put some liner on with it and then show you how to move on up. Alright, so for my kind of gray side, which is my left side, I'm gonna go in with Sephora's 24-hour waterproof eyeliner in Tango Night. I don't think they have this anymore. I think this is a discontinued color. But you can get it Love Potion, which is a similar plum color. I also have that. I just didn't want to use it, so I need to use this one first. And all I'm doing is I'm making, it's kind of like a wedge. And this is going to depend on your eye shape. But for me, I go, start at my eye, I make a little wedge, and I don't go past the halfway point of my eye if I'm just doing an everyday look. So that would be kind of where I would go with that, and then put mascara on, obviously. The other side, on the warmer side, I'm going to take, since it's a supernatural look, supernatural, I love that show, it's coming on back on Thursday, just so you know. I'm going to take my Stila, this is my old Stila, I wonder what my new Stila is. And I'm just going to tight line my eye, which means I'm just going to brush the liner in my mascara, in my eyelash line, just to kind of darken that up a little bit. It doesn't do much. It just kind of gives you more of that almost like mauve look. See? So other than mascara, this would be all I would do. And how simple was that? How quick was that? Okay, so now we're going to be ladies of the night. No, ladies of the night. We're going to transition these into nighttime looks. So the first one I'll do is I'll start on my right side, which is my warmer side. So right now there's basically nothing on there. I just have that one color in the transition and then the base color that I put on. So in order to smoke this out, if this is something that, you know, once again, you don't want to wear a lot of makeup, you're just starting out, you know, any of those reasons, I'm going to go more natural on this side. So this is an IT Cosmetic, part of their airbrush series. It's a blending brush. It's a little, it's not tapered. It's kind of stubby at the end. And I'm going to go, okay, so I used Innocent in my crease. So I'm going to darken my crease up a little bit with Whimsy, or no, Bold, sorry. Bold. It's a little bit darker because that one's actually way darker. So we're going to go with Bold. And the thing about Tarte eyeshadows is, one, they smell delicious. They all smell really good. But two, they are super pigmented. They blend beautifully. They play well with others. And you don't have to use a lot. So like, this palette is $49, which I know is not cheap. But if you could use this every single day and do different looks every day of the week, I mean, to me that's worth the investment. See, as you can see, what I did is just darken up the crease. No, go just on the outside corner a little bit more. Like I said, this is a look for somebody that maybe doesn't want to do a whole lot, but wants to go, you know, a little more daring and bold. It's not daring or bold, but. So all I did was just kind of darken up, and I'm going to just take that same brush and write right here, because I kind of smoked it out a little bit. So as you can see how that changed that. And the last thing I'm going to do is go in with my ring finger and go in, since this is our natural one, I'm going to go into this color Glam, which is an ultra metallic foil kind of shadow, and it's in a champagne color. And I'm just going to press that all over my eye. see how that just brightened it all up. I was like, I'm ready for a night on the town now. And the only thing I would do to finish this up, I have lost, there it is, okay. Is take my Stila shadow once again, which I don't know where my other eyeliner is. I'm a little concerned, but, because this one's old. But I'm just going to do, instead, you know, run it like you did when you were tight lining. Just go a little bit further up. Kind of like we did on this side. So you're not going past the middle of your eye. And you're just kind of making a wedge. See what I did? See what I did there? And if I do a little bit, if it's a nighttime thing, I'll go just in the very corner of my eye and do a little bit more like that. Just opens your eye up a little bit by creating that dark on the corner. It kind of pulls it out. I'm actually going to go ahead and put mascara on this side so you can see the completed look. Huge Stila. It's what I use. I heard we're getting Better Than Sex mascara in our BoxyCharm next month, and it has a similar brush. I can say that I've never used it. I'm kind of like a very loyal mascara person because I'll try a bunch. Like, and I don't know about you guys, and you can comment down below and let me know. I go through phases where like I will love a mascara, and then I just put it on one day and I'm like, this looks disgusting on me, and I don't know what happens. And then I won't go back to that one for like 6 months and I'll do another one. I usually alternate between Perversion from Urban Decay and Stila's Huge, which are two very different mascaras. It's so funny. My best friend Shauna, she and I both are always on the search for the next best mascara. And you can guarantee 100% of the time, if she loves a mascara, I will hate it. And if she hates a mascara, I will love it. We have totally different eyelids, apparently, or lashes. Why am I having such a hard time saying eyelashes today? It's like, the word is not what come on my mouth. No, Jessica. Alright. So that would be my completed look for nighttime. Don't want to wear a lot of makeup, but, you know, still want to look a little extra. And then this next eye, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do something that I think I've heard on a lot of other people's videos, and just through talking to people, that people think that the crease cut is incredibly daunting. So I kind of wanted to show you that it's not. So I'm going to do a crease cut on this. It's really simple, guys. It really is. It's not hard. I think sometimes people make it look harder because then it's like, oh my gosh, look at you, wow. But it really isn't that hard. So what I'm going to do, I'm going back with my Morphe G24 brush. I'm going to darken up. So we did Indie. I'm going to use Profesh, which is a darker color. No, I'm not, actually. Wow, I am so... Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, I'm going to use Mod, which is kind of like a magenta color, since we're going bold on the side. And this, when you put it in your crease, it can be a little messier because we're going to do a cut crease. So just go in with that Mod. I love doing my eyes pink. Pinks and purples. But then also, it's so funny because I love pink and purple, but I use Soft Glam a lot, which has no pink and purple in it at all. But then Modern Renaissance does, so. And then this one does. This one has both, which is why I chose this one for the 4 looks. Okay, so that's with a little bit of Mod. As you can see, it darkened up a lot, smoked it out a lot more. I'm actually going to go back in with that carroty brush and into the color Mod and go right here. And see, that just gave it a little bit more dimension. And now I am going to do one dark color all over my eye. Like, Jessica, no, wait, don't do it. I got this. Alright, so I'm going to take my Morphe M166, which is a larger paddle brush, and I'm going to go into this color, Drama, which is a dark, warm tone purple, which, as I just said, kind of ends up looking brown on me. But for the purpose of this, it'll look good. So see, we're doing kind of what we already did with the natural look and darkening out the corner and kind of just blending it in. Just like that. Okay. Ooh. Oh, blend a little bit better on that. I don't need anybody in the comments being like, girl, you don't know how to blend. Okay, so obviously that is a much smokier eye. So here is how you do a crease, cut crease. You take, okay, you could take an eyeshadow base or a concealer. I find concealer works better because it's tackier. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape in White as a Ghost, no, in Fair. And I'm going to use a little, it's a no branded kind of concealer brush. I'm just going to take some off. I should have done this eye on my right eye, it would have been easier, but, and all you're doing, I suggest starting in the middle of your eye, and you're literally following your lid shape, not going above the lid. So you're just putting concealer basically down everywhere. You just, now you can use, if you wanted to use like one of those glitter and glows or something like that and just do that, you could do that too. I love the faces you make when you're trying to do your makeup. Like, somehow that works and makes my face. Okay, so now I have concealer. And I would recommend keeping your eye closed until you do the next part, just because if you put your eye up, you might end up getting concealer on the top part, and then you're like, ah, Jessica, because I didn't tell you the right thing. And alright, so I'm going to use a MAC 213, which is also a powder brush. It's a little bit softer. I've used it before. And I'm going to go into this color. We're going to go with this color Ethereal, which is a copper, kind of bronzy color. And then I'm just going to go all over my eyelid. You really want to pack it on there. You don't want any concealer showing through because that would look silly. Okay. So that's with the color Ethereal down, and then I'm going to go back in with this color Minx, which is a darker bronze color, and just go right in the corner. Actually, I'm going to switch to a harder paddle brush. Where's my MAC brush? Right in front of me. 242 into the Minx, right in the corner. And the thing about this, especially if you use something like Shape Tape, this ain't going nowhere. So if you go out on the town and go party and do whatever it is you want to do, it's going to stay. So then what I like to do with the glammy eye, because it is definitely glammy, look at that. We're going to darken it up just in the corner, just a little bit. I'm using a Morphe G18, which is that round tip taper brush. We're going to go back into Drama. We're going to tap, because you don't want to put a whole bunch on. Just going to go right here with it. And by using a combination of mattes and metallics, it really does give your eye look that multi-dimensional kind of, ooh, she worked really hard on her makeup look. But it really didn't take that long, did it? I mean, because you could do this after work. Slap some concealer on, put a little eyelid on, you're done. So, let me put my eyeliner on. I'm going to use that same purple that I used before. And now I'm going to go higher than I did before. And kind of go a little further in. I'm not good at wing liner, but I kind of like to have it a little thicker on the end. As you can see, it's kind of, it totally changes your eye shape. So I'm going to do that. Go down just a little bit in the corner, like that. And then to really make things pop, I'm going to take my NYX white liner. It's a retractable liner. I do not recommend using regular liners in your waterline, just because splinters. So I'm just gonna, don't pull on your eyelid like I'm doing. There are better ways to do this. Do what I say, not what I do. Okay, so that just really made your lip pop. So I'm gonna add a little mascara and we're gonna be done. Look at that, 4 eye looks. Eye lip gloss. Golf clap. These are all so easy too, right? I mean, none of this was complicated. I didn't put 16,000 colors on. I took one look that had 3 colors, one look that had 2, added 2 more on the other one, and 3 more on the other one, and went from a sassy day night look to a sassy night look. Remember what I said about putting on your mascara too, and this is just a general rule. You probably will get better use out of any mascara. You always want to place your brush right on the, like where you can feel it on your eyelid. Then curl up, because what that'll do, I do not use eyelash curlers on my eyelashes. Guys, I know a lot of people do, but it's so bad for your eyelashes. It breaks them off, it makes them become brittle. You can potentially hurt your eye pretty bad if you get your eyelid stuck in it, which I have. So as you can see, 2 completely different looks. And actually, because I'm feeling a little sassy, just a little sassy, we're gonna go in with my Carity brush again, and I'm gonna go back into that ethereal, and I'm gonna put it right here. Oh, I did it. Look at that. Ta-da! 2 additional eye looks. You got your more natural but still nighttime, and you got your nighttime. With this one I would probably put lashes on, but one day I'll do a video that's just for lashes, and we'll go step by step and help you learn how to wear fake eyelashes but make it look like you're not, because that's what I try to do. All of the makeup that is on my face I will list below in the descriptions. I appreciate you guys coming and joining me. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up, and a comment below so you can be entered into the giveaway. Refer your friends, follow me on Instagram, do all of that good stuff. So I will see you again. Thank you so much, and just remember to be still.